Hello everyone, this is SD Parmar and you all are again welcome back to my YouTube channel DCC Deep Coaching Class, The World of Biology. So in last class we had completed about mammary glands and how oxytocin is responsible for a great bondage between mother and a kid. Today we are continuing with oogenesis. As spermatogenesis already we have finished. In human reproductive system, for the zygote formation we know that there is a compulsory involvement of male and female gamete. Everything about the male reproductive system we had completed. Then after female reproductive system we had finished. In last lecture spermatogenesis we have done, which is responsible for the mature sperm production and development. Now we are continuing with the ova production, which is the female gamete, and then after we can move on to fertilization. Oogenesis is what? It is the formation and the development of the mature female gamete, which is called ova. So as there is a sperm mother cell, same way ova mother cell is also there, who is responsible for the production of the ova. This whole process of development and secretion of a female gamete, it occurs in the ovary during the fetal development, which we call the embryogenesis, and at the age of puberty around 60,000 to 80,000 mature ovas occur in the ovary. So oogenesis is started with ova mother cell which undergo through meiosis, and in meiosis there will be first following phase will be prophase 1, and over there will be production of primary oocytes, which will again undergo through cell division, and there will be formation of secondary oocytes, which is surrounded by so many granulosa cells, which again followed by tertiary oocytes, which is responsible for the production of the ovum, we say. And for the production of ovum, here the main thing what we have to discuss about female reproductive system, that is the menstrual cycle. Sorry for the background noise. In the first chapter only I had told you that there are two kind of cycles, reproductive cycles are there. One is menstrual cycle and other is the oestrus cycle. Menstrual cycle occur in human, then monkeys and apes, whether oestrus cycle in the primates, cows, sheep, rats, mice, all are having oestrus cycle. Here as we are studying about the human reproductive system, so we need to study everything about the menstrual cycle, which is the main phase of female reproductive system, who is responsible for the formation and development of the ova, which is female reproductive unit. So let us start with menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is of 28 days, and these 28 days have been categorized as per the different phases into 4 categories. The first category itself, or the first phase itself of menstrual cycle, is called menstrual phase, or in other word we call it bleeding period. The second phase is called follicular period. Third is ovulatory period, and the fourth one is luteal period, or we call it secretory period. So via this all 4 phases, this 28 days menstrual cycle, now we will in detail see how the all 4 phases are having their own importance and what are the events take place during female reproductive characters, how the menstrual cycle is responsible for making women reproductively healthy. menstrual period or bleeding period could be differ in different female to female. It could be either of 1 to 3 day or 1 to 5 days sometimes. Means generally we take the approximately 5 days period, means from 28 days cycle 5 days are maximum, 5 days are the bleeding period. Now what is the reason behind this bleeding? So as our blood circulatory system is having ability to rupture or kill the older RBCs. The RBCs having their lifespan of 120 days. After each and every 120 days time period, the new RBCs are getting formed inside of our blood circulatory system in our body. The same way female reproductive system is having its own biological way, its own natural repairing way for the walls of ovarian. Endometrium walls are getting ruptured and broken down during this menstrual cycle period, and new walls will be formed, and with that ova will be also developed, and there will be secretion of the ova for the zygote formation. So the first day to fifth day of this menstrual cycle is called the menstrual phase or bleeding phase. Means there is a event of the breaking of the endometrium wall. So first day to fifth day, here it is the occurrence of the breaking of endometrium wall, and during this period there will be reduced secretion of, or we can say the secretion of LH will be reduced. LH is the luteinizing hormone, and due to this breakage of endometrium wall, this broken pieces of endometrium, broken pieces of internal wall of ovary with bleeding, with blood, it will be eliminated from the female body. This is the reason of this bleeding period. So we will mention here. So during this period, as the body eliminates so much blood, there would be so much weakening, weak stage of the female reproductive system, which is also having some side effects over the health. So for the good reproductive health, female must take food which is having more iron content, so it will maintain the hemoglobin content in the body. So this is the menstrual period or the bleeding period. As it is of first day to fifth day, the second period, which is the follicular period, it will be starting from the sixth day. Follicular period, the second period of menstrual cycle, and this period is of either the day 6th to 13th or from 6th to 14th. It could be differ from female to female. Okay, now in this follicular period, from the name only we can understand that there is a something regard of Graafian follicle. Here there will be from 16th to 13th or 6th to 14th day of menstrual cycle, there will be secretion of FSH hormone, that is follicle stimulating hormone, and that would be secreted by the anterior pituitary gland, anterior portion of our pituitary gland. It will lead to secretion of FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone. This follicle stimulating hormone will also stimulate secretion of estrogen hormone. So now there is a secretion of estrogen hormone. Estrogen hormone is responsible for the thickening of the uterine wall, or first what the walls have been broken down during the menstrual phases, they will be regenerated, reconstructed. So here we can write that as the estrogen will be started to secreted during follicle period, there will be cell proliferation who will reconstruct the wall of uterine. So we will mention like proliferation of the uterine wall. Okay, So there will be the again a reconstruction of the uterine wall. Now the endometrium wall will be also reconstructed and thickened, blood vessel also. So thickening of endometrium wall as well as uterine wall and the blood vessels. Okay, so during follicular period there will be regeneration of the proper ovarian ultrastructure or internal structure which had broken down during the bleeding period. Third one is the ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase, from the name only we can understand that here the formation of ova, which is the female reproductive gamete, and here there will be the high peak secretion of both hormone LH and FSH. That is luteinizing hormone and FSH is follicle stimulating hormone. And this hormones, as we know that FSH नाम पर से ही पता चलता है follicle stimulating hormone. So definitely there is a something related to Graafian follicle. तो क्या करता है ये, इट विल रप्चर द ग्राफियन फॉलिकल. क्यों रप्चर करेगा? फॉर द रिलीज ऑफ ओवा, क्योंकि पीरियड का नाम ही है ओव्यूलेटरी. सो ओवा मस्ट बी रिलीज. इफ ओवा विल बी रिलीज देन ओनली ड्यूरिंग द कॉइटस ओवा एंड स्पर्म वुड बी मेट and zygote formation will be there. So it will lead to rupturing of Graafian follicle. In order to release ova. Okay, so ovulatory period. Now ova have been released. Now the fourth and the last period of menstrual cycle is the luteal phase. This phase is also called secretory phase. And it occurs from the, if that one is taken till the sorry, I forgot to tell you this thing. Ovulatory period is for the 1 day period only. ये जो है वो for 1 day it occurs only. It could be, अगर वो वाला period जो आगे वाला था follicle हमने 6th to 13th लिया है, then ovulatory will be on the 14th day. If the follicle period is 6th to 14th day, तो ovulatory period होगा 15th day, means 1 day only. And one another thing what I want to tell you that as it is the releasing of the ova, so follicle period का 10th day और from there to luteal phase का 17th day, means 10th day to 17th day of menstrual cycle is the highly fertile period, because in this period there will be the ova production. So this thing we will clear in chapter number 4th of reproductive health. During this period, if the couple does not want to implant, means if they are avoiding the pregnancy, so during this period coitus should not be happen. Secretory phase, luteal phase, and the time period definitely it would be either 15th or from 16th to 28th day. It is the indication of the new cycle. So if during menstrual cycle the first phase, menstrual period of the bleeding period has been not occurred, there is a lack of menstrual phase, it could be indication of pregnancy. So indication of a new cycle, and it will lead for the again reverse of the whole menstrual cycle for the healthy female. This cycle occur after each every 28 days period. Due to any hormonal imbalances or some deficiencies, if this period is getting ups and down, or 28 days trimester are not getting balanced way. In this period, female must take the advice of the doctor. Because of this reason, zygote implantation could be also having any problems. But these all things we will discuss more in the chapter number 4, which is about the reproductive health. This is all about the menstrual cycle in oogenesis. Now everything we have completed about spermatogenesis and oogenesis. The next topic is the gamete transfer. So as the ova and sperm, the reproductively healthy male and female, when they will undergo through the sexual reproduction, means the coitus, there will be insemination, means male reproductive gamete sperm will travel toward female body, which is called insemination. And when there will be the matting of sperm and ova via this whole process, sperm to cervical canal, uterus via isthmus ampulla, which is the broader part of fallopian tube, and in over there will be the matting of ova and sperm, which will lead, which is called the fertilization, which will lead to zygote formation. Now zygote formation is from always haploid nucleus, which is resulting into the diploid zygote, and this zygote only अंडर द फिटल डेवलपमेंट, जिसे हम एम्ब्रियोजेनेसिस और ऑर्गेनोजेनेसिस बोलते हैं, द zygote ओनली, द वेरी minute ball like structure, it will be developed in the whole baby. My another channel is the Let's Bio 5, in which I had shared one video in which I have explained each and every week by week transformation of zygote to embryo and embryo to fetus. So you people can check it over there also for this transformation. So this minute ball like structure will be converted into the whole baby. जब वो sperm और ova का matting होता है, at that time we call it zygote. Slowly when it will be started to develop organs in its body, it is called embryo. और whole formation होने के बाद, complete organogenesis होने के बाद, हम उसको fetus बोलते हैं. And when it will be parturition, means when it will be delivered from the mother body, we call it infant. One more thing here we need to discuss, it is the cleavage. As I told you that zygote will undergo to the cell division and it will form the diploid zygote. जब zygote will be going through the repeated cell divisions but it will not form embryo, वो transformation नहीं कर पाता है, at that time we call it cleavage. So this was all about the human reproductive system. Next time we will continue with reproductive health. Thank you.